Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a concept that honestly feels like magic, but it's not. It's just pure, powerful math. It's called compounding, and trust me, understanding it has the power to totally change your financial future.
All right, let's kick things off with a bit of a riddle. How on earth can someone who invests just 1.9 lakh rupees end up richer, way richer, than someone who invests 12 lakh? That sounds completely backwards, right? Well, the answer to that little puzzle is the key to everything we're talking about today.
The answer, it lies in this force that's often called the eighth wonder of the world. There's this famous quote, you've probably heard it, often linked to Einstein. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. And that last part, that's so true. If you don't get it, you end up paying it to banks, to credit card companies, you name it.
So what is this thing really? In the simplest terms, compounding is your money making its own money. Think about it like this. It's not just your original investment that's growing. The interest, or the returns you earn, they start earning their own returns. It's like a tiny snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger all on its own. That's the effect we're talking about.
Okay, so how does this actually work in practice? Let's get into the simple math behind it, because once you see it, you'll understand the incredible difference between just steady growth and truly explosive exponential growth.
All right, look at this side by side. Imagine you invest 1 lakh rupees. With simple interest on the left, you're earning the same 8,000 rupees every single year. Year 1, year 2, year 10, always 8,000. It's predictable, sure, but it's flat. Now look at the right. This is where the magic happens. What if that first 8,000 you earned started working for you? That's compounding. So in year 2, you're not earning interest on 1 lakh anymore, you're earning it on 1 lakh and 8,000. It starts small, but you fast forward 10 years and just look at that difference.
That's an extra 35,892 rupees. And get this, that's not money you had to work for. That's money your money earned all by itself. That is the engine of compounding, right there.
Now you're probably thinking, okay, that's great, but I don't want to pull out a spreadsheet every time. You don't have to. There's actually a brilliant little mental shortcut that anyone can use to figure this stuff out super quickly.
It's called the rule of 72. It's so simple. You just take the number 72 and divide it by whatever interest rate you expect to get per year. The answer you get is a really good estimate of how many years it's going to take for your money to double. It's such a fantastic tool for just doing quick financial check-ins.
Let's try it out with some real-world Indian examples. Okay, so you've got your money in a bank FD earning, say, 6%. 72 divided by 6, that's 12. Your money will double in about 12 years. Okay, not bad.
What about something like a public provident fund, or PPF, at around 7.1%? Okay, now we're getting a little warmer. 72 divided by 7.1, that's roughly 10 years for your money to double.
But what if you were getting 12%, which is a pretty common long-term average for equities? Well, suddenly, 72 divided by 12 is just 6 years. Your money doubles in 6 years. Just pause and think about that. Every 6 years, your wealth could literally double. That right there is the engine of real, serious wealth creation.
And this brings us right back to that puzzle we started with. To finally solve it, let's look at the story of 3 friends. We'll call them Ankit, Bharat, and Chetan and see exactly how this plays out in real life.
So let's meet our 3 investors. First up, we've got Ankit. He's the early bird. He starts at just 22 years old, invests for only 8 years, and then he stops. That's it. His total investment is just under 2 lakh rupees. Then you've got Bharat. He starts a bit later, at age 30, and he invests consistently for 3 full decades. And finally, there's Chetan. He starts at 40, but he invests the most by far, a massive 12 lakhs. So the big question is, who comes out on top at age 60?
And the result? It's not even a competition. Ankit, the guy who invested the least amount of money and stopped after only 8 years, he ends up the wealthiest, by a mile. Look at that bar. His final wealth just completely dwarfs the others. He absolutely crushed Bharat and Chetan, even though they invested so much more money. This is the ultimate proof of the concept.
So what was Ankit's secret weapon? What was his superpower? It wasn't how much money he put in, it was when he put it in. He just gave his money more time to work, 38 long years for that snowball to roll and grow. Bharat and Chetan, they could throw more and more money at the problem later on, but they could never ever buy back the years Ankit had on them. They were basically fighting a losing battle against time itself.
Look, this isn't just some made-up story. It's a powerful lesson.
And the most important asset you have to make this work for you is something you're using right this very second.
And we see proof of this all around us in India. I'm talking about real people, folks who started making small EPF contributions back in the 80s and are now crorepatis. People who consistently maxed out their PPF and have seen their money more than double, completely tax-free. And you know, there are now lakhs of SIP accounts in India that have crossed that 10 lakh mark, built up slowly, month by month.
And if you're a young professional in India today, you are in an incredibly powerful position to take advantage of this. Think about it. India's median age is just 28. That means most of you have 30, maybe 35 plus years for your money to compound. Your incomes are probably going to rise over time, and you have access to these amazing tax advantage tools like EPF, PPF, and ELSS that just supercharge this entire process.
So if you take away only one single thing from our chat today, please let it be this. This single most crucial ingredient for building real wealth is not having a huge pile of money to invest right now. It's having a huge amount of time for your money to grow.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Your most valuable asset isn't your salary. It's your time. It's the one thing you can never get more of. The clock is always ticking. So, the real question is, are you investing it